welcome back. Fucking our voice cracked straight away. Stinker and hooks. Fuck me. Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the YouTube channel, people. Make sure you smash a like and subscribe if you are new. We're trying to reach 1K before the Premier League season ends. And listen, people, we've got another special match preview. Once again, we had to run it back. I tried. That wasn't on purpose.
Special.
That wasn't on purpose. That wasn't on purpose. That wasn't even on purpose. That was not on purpose. Oh fuck! Not an autism awareness. Fuck's sake. We had to run it back. Which it wasn't even that long ago when we last did our last one. It was like November or some shit. But West Ham United versus Newcastle. You know, I had to get my guy Strasbourg Steve once again. Bro, Steve, how you doing, bro?
Lazio's keeping me alive. Other than that, like, I'm all right, man. You know what? I'm chilling, bro. Newcastle just Newcastling, so you know what? Like, it's all right, man. I've been here before.
Yeah, like it's a familiar territory. We're gonna get into that and listen. Steve's link is in the title, people. So if you're not subscribed already, you should be subscribed. But literally, this is the man who's got his own VAR room, so he watches every league. So, like, if you need to know about like any footballer around the world, this is your guy. Like, I promise you, this is your guy because I watch fuck all when it comes to football now because football's shit. But listen, Steve. Speaking about shit football, obviously, West Ham and Newcastle face again. We actually beat you with Lopetegui. I don't know how the fuck that happened last time, but since then, you just got on waves. It's been a complete like tsunami of nonsense. I can't tell what you're going to do next. I can't tell when you're going to go on a run of 6-game wins or 6-game losses. And you lost to Brighton right at the end of the FA Cup. Yeah, the FA Cup. Liverpool have made some Suge Knight calls so more players could get injured at your club. You're in a Carabao Cup final. Anthony Gordon suspended. Bro, how are you feeling about Newcastle at this current moment in time?
I gave up on the season after the after the Brighton game. I gave up. Like I'm present for it, bro. Yeah. This same similar sort of thing happened about 3 years ago when we were playing Manchester United in the Carabao Cup final. Challenging for top 4, check. Decent win streak, check. Losing at home in the FA Cup, check. Like it's deja vu all over again. Player gets injured or gets suspended. A bunch of them, check. That was also the case back then and it is now. So and yeah, what happened? We lost the cup final, but we got top 4. So maybe that'll happen again. I mean, it is what it is, bro. Like it's all too familiar, man. But yeah, in the Brighton game, we did okay at the very best. Brighton fully deserved it. They, honest to God, outplayed us, had much better opportunities. Just were managing the game far better, and then they had a better bench as well that they utilized really well, and Welbeck scored off the bench. So yeah, it is what it is, man. Like we got the final against Liverpool, but we have you guys first. Like I'll watch the game, like yeah, but like not in any sort of expectation of let's get Champions League. Let's do, it's the game before the final. Like, dude, we're toast. We're fucking toast. We're done, man. We're done. We're just doing our Newcastle thing, bro, which is just being, hella bottle jobs. That's about it, man. Lewis Hall's out for the season. Gordon's suspended. Freaking, what's it called? Our defense is shocking. Midfield, it's been inconsistent now. This has to be the manager's last go at things. Even if he wins the cup final, bro, it's not a Ten Hag situation because it's not as horrible. We don't have those Man United expectations. I just think it would be the best way to just end things off. If we somehow won that game against Liverpool, which we're not going to, at the end of the year, and then if we finish, just get us European football and go somewhere else. and then we need to upgrade. That's how I want it to be. Because people was telling me, oh, why are you Eddie Howe out during the fucking 8 or 9 game win streak? I'm like, bro, because I know what's coming around the corner, my man.
Yeah.
I like Eddie Howe a lot, but like, bro, some things, everything good must come to an end.
Oh,
And
yeah.
this run that we're on right now of loss, win, loss, win, loss. We have certain bogey teams that we just can't beat with this manager because of the way that other teams, the way that other teams set up against us and the way they attack us, our defense directly and quickly. Like Brighton, when they attack us in the 2 games that they beat us at St. James Park this year, they moved with purpose and they did what they needed to do in terms of out wide, get the ball central, and just pepper shots in. Press Dan Burn when he's on the ball, and Cher now. Both of our center backs are trigger presses because they're both so sloppy. I mean, Cher's passing is beyond awful nowadays. He can't defend either. He wasn't a great defender to begin with. No Botman in this team. It's toast. It's done.
Yeah.
And Botman's probably going to be out for the West Ham and the Liverpool game as well.
Oh, yeah, I saw that today.
Both of our goalkeepers can make a wonder save once in a while, but then they'll make a mistake. One of them can't play with the ball at his feet. The other concedes freaking the same goal like fucking Kepa with long shots. Just pick a post with Dubravka. It doesn't really matter the speed and you'll score. You can only make those saves to the corners. So that's what's up with us, man. That's what's up with us. Still no right winger as well, but Jacob Murphy's back to the shite version.
I feel like when he plays more, he's shit. Like he's a good squad player, but it's when he plays week in, week out, he's dog shit.
Yeah. What else? Barnes is gonna start. I like Barnes, but he's done fuck all at Newcastle for the most part.
Yeah. He
just does fuck all. Doesn't show for the ball enough. Isn't a great ball carrier. He's a good finisher, but like he's not getting on. He's not showing for the fucking ball, man. So, yeah, we have so many things that are just like not good.
Yeah, like
going into this game, like we're gonna lose this because
you reckon,
yeah, because we're. Bro, look at the way we've been playing the past few games. Like after we beat Arsenal 2-0 to seal our ticket to the final.
Yeah.
We have a selective mentality, bro. We lost to Fulham 2-1, got outplayed completely in the second half of that game, but then we schooled Arsenal 2-0 easy on a Wednesday. We have selective mentality, so we ain't gonna really give a shit about. You really think the players are gonna fully apply themselves?
Yeah,
because of the final coming up?
No, probably not. Probably not.
Because but here, bro. Here's the thing: if we had like a better squad, then we would, because then it would be like, oh shit, I want to start over Gordon. Like Harvey Barnes knows he's gonna start over Gordon unless he goes and freaking decides to like go to jail for some bullshit. If he gets injured, right? Barnes is guaranteed to start. Isak is guaranteed to start. The only ones that are going to be on try-hard business is fucking Pope or Dubravka.
Yeah.
Because Eddie Howe's been switching and, swap, just been changing them up. One game it's Dubravka, one it's Pope. Dog. Everyone in our team knows they're going to play in the final.
Yeah,
except
so they've
for,
got nothing.
Like Eddie Howe, if Isak is fit, there's no way in hell Callum Wilson starts over Isak.
Oh fuck! Callum Wilson to start.
Huh?
Fucking is Callum Wilson starting on Monday? I swear to fucking God.
I don't think he will. Now we'll play Isak.
I'd rather play Isak. You know what Callum Wilson's like against West Ham. You know what he's like.
Yeah.
He only appears to score.
He is useless nowadays, but you know what? Maybe he would. Yeah. Maybe I don't know. He does have a good goal scoring record versus West Ham.
Yeah, he does. What is this all about? Is this true? Gordon getting chased out of the Newcastle training ground?
I did not see that, no.
Charlie's just being a madman, probably. No, shout Charlie, man. And said, "What's it? You smashed Arsenal for us, and we thank you did." So,
Cheers.
uh, what is it about like Newcastle where you guys turn up for, Newcastle versus Arsenal, Newcastle versus Man City, but against the games like Brighton at home, you guys don't turn. Even us at home, you don't turn up.
Well, because the fucking TV cameras are on and shit, and it's a big time game. Like, that's why these motherfuckers just they have selective mentality, and I think, and again, the way like that Brighton play and Fulham and Bournemouth, Eddie Howe still hasn't beaten Bournemouth as Newcastle manager. Still,
Yeah, I remember.
After 8 attempts, 8,
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, something like that.
We beat them in the Carabao Cup 0-0 on penalties. So Eddie Howe hasn't beaten 0-0 2 seasons ago. We have not beaten Bournemouth in 90 fucking minutes with Eddie Howe as manager. Our record against Brighton sucks. Fulham, they done the double over us.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We have selective mentality because that's just like we're set up to be a counterattacking team, and then when we play teams that are cool with that, they'll hit us on the counter. That's what basically happens.
Yeah, when I saw you guys play against
Lack of
Bournemouth,
midfield creativity, bro. That's what you need to be a
yeah.
possession-based side. We don't have that. It's up and down.
Yeah.
It's up and down.
Like, bro, you came up against Bournemouth, and I feel like any team that puts any form of intensity on you, any form of energy, it's just like, what the fuck do we do now? Like, Bournemouth didn't let go of the trigger. They did not let go. They didn't even like. I know, like, they did just do it against Newcastle, but they didn't have a striker. They didn't have a right back.
Yeah,
They had a lot of injuries, a lot, and they still do. To be fair, Evan Nilsson's only just come back. Like, Senesi's still out. Like, Unal is still out. So when they put that intensity on you, they say it from the jump. And I feel like since that Nottingham Forest game, not this season, but the one at home last season where Chris Wood did that madness against you lot in like around Christmas time, the home record hasn't been the same. Where like going to Newcastle, it's still like people still don't want to go to Newcastle. Don't get me wrong, but they feel like they have more of a chance in like the past couple of years than ever. Like I know in the top 4 season, you lot. I think you lot only lost like once or twice. I can't remember. But I think it was against Liverpool.
Man City and Liverpool, I believe. I think we beat
Yeah.
everyone else.
Yeah.
Or at
And
least
that was it. Exactly.
But yeah,
So-
we've lost plenty of times at home this year. Bro, that I'm telling you, fucking God, the Nottingham Forest 4-3, that second half was beyond atrocious.
You nearly bottled it.
Letting Forest back into that fucking game like that, like, oh my God. It's what another counterattacking team can't deal with. We had to score 4 fucking goals in 12 minutes to win a game of football at home. I think that's ridiculous. That's fucking ridiculous. We don't keep clean sheets, bro. We just don't keep clean sheets. We are exciting to watch because we can score a lot, but then we concede a lot. Yeah, we are exciting to watch sometimes.
Yeah, I feel like you're excited to watch as a neutral rather than appreciating you as a team. Because when you guys were doing good, you guys were excited to watch as from a quality standpoint. The way you guys would attack people fast. Joe Linton and Willock combining down the left before Gordon came there in that top 4 season. Isak and Wilson doing their job. Like your right hand side where they were contributing. At least Almiron went on that patch for a little bit. That's all he did. And then Jacob Murphy would fill in sometimes. Like Trippier when he was flying. Even Dan Burn at left back was working. Like that now Lewis Hall has had a great season. He's injured.
For the entire that's a shame.
He's out. Yeah, that's a shame as well. That's a shame as well because like he was only getting his chance. Like Livermento's played more of a part this season over Trippier.
Honestly, even though Lewis Hall is probably our player of the year besides Isak.
Yeah, fair. How was Bruno Guimaraes this season?
Inconsistent to be honest. Some of the giveaways this guy has and some of the fucking passes he tries to make, it's like, so when it works, but when it doesn't, it's like, yo, what are you adding to this? You're just giving the fucking ball away, man. Sometimes he'll just get too wound up, bro. it's similar to the other Bruno, you know. I think he's better than the other Bruno, but
Definitely.
I'm gonna be even more fucking critical of him because, to be honest, like I expect more out of it. I expect more because he actually has like really good fit. Like he just stopped. He stopped like doing his fucking little signature move where he'll get on the ball and like twist and shake. He stopped doing that for some fucking. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Just
Is it
overcomplicating shit.
Physicality issue? Is it too many games? Like, or is it just
I
something
don't-
else? You just lost that zip. Is it that whole Newcastle team just lost their zip and nobody's playing the same?
Yeah. And when Joelinton got injured as well, that threw off the whole midfield balance. Like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I feel like it's more with this Willock comment. What happened to Willock? Like, this guy is a good player, but he just gets injured all the time, and he becomes so.
Bro, he missed the sitter he missed against Brighton. Like, he's done. Yeah, he's done. He is fucking done. The Willock that scored in like 7 or 8 straight games when he came on, that Willock's gone, my man. He'll probably be. I would not be surprised if he goes to the championship next year or some shit.
He probably should. I'll be real. I think he probably should. I think he should go to like a Middlesbrough. It's convenient to move there. Carrick will get the best out of you in that system. It's convenient to move there. Like, it's not that it's literally basically
him
down
and Hayden Hackney.
Yeah, Prime was there yesterday. I was literally speaking about Hayden Hackney yesterday. He's the guy. He needs to be the next guy to make the big move. I was literally like, big up to Prime in the chat. I was literally, when we were on the show yesterday, I was speaking about Hayden Hackney. Like, he needs to be the next guy from the championship to make that move. So many talented players from the championship. Like, yeah, I feel like Eddie Howe has, like, he's a great manager to an extent, but he is a product of one of the many managers that likes to pick his favorites. Like, I feel like even when Livramento has surged, Trippier still gets, that sub on for no reason because it's Kieran Trippier, or he'll get a game over him because it's Kieran Trippier. Like, bro, is he suffering because of that as well? Like, he's just picking too many of his favorites.
It's the fucking Dan Burn Share Botman thing. That's the pro. He's too loyal to that because, like, they're done. Share Botman, freaking Willock, Almirani got rid of. Great. Murphy, I wouldn't even be against getting rid of, to be honest. Like, we need to move on from the Mike Ashley era players unless your fucking name is Joelinton.
Yeah.
Unless your name's Joelinton, you gotta go. If you're from the Mike Ashley era. Because we still got a lot of them in our first team and on the bench. Kraft, same shit. Like, we need to refresh. We need to actually, like, step into the new PIF era. Yeah. That's what it is. And then the PIF and the FFP bullshit don't make it easy, but, like, bro, just get clever with your transfers. Take a points deduction if you have. I don't care.
Forrest did it.
Yeah. Aston Villa, I think, got fined by UEFA or some shit for spending a little bit over their profit margins on salaries or some BS like that. Like, just do that.
Yeah. It's a risk worth taking.
I understand why they're trying to be cautious and shit. Like, they are, like, Middle Eastern and all that. So, like, they don't want to fucking, get investigated for shit. They're probably looking at the Man City thing. But, like, bro, the summer needs to the summer needs to be like, just need to make shit happen, bro. And again, new manager and get rid of all the Mike Ashley era players unless your name's fucking Joelinton. New goalkeeper, new center backs. Need a fucking. I'd get rid of Trippier, to be honest. I'd probably be looking at right back. Yeah, I'd be looking at that. Right wing. That's priority number 1. And fucking midfield depth. Would not mind selling Bruno G, if I'm honest with you, if we can get, like, the money. Because we need that money to fucking invest into the overall squad. Like what Douglas Luiz did, what Villa did with Douglas Luiz. Might just have to do that, to be honest.
So if it came down to it, And the whole thing is true about you have to sell like a Bruno G or an Isak. You'd sell Bruno G.
Oh my god. Not even
Because
a
the striker
question.
market's shite, isn't it? Like you're not gonna replace
No,
like
it's
an
not.
Isak.
No, it's not. No, it's not that. It's who is fucking who as a striker, it is so easy to influence the game directly because you're the one scoring goals. If we didn't have Isak, bro, the real level of this fucking team would be shocking.
Fair.
It'd probably be about 10th or 11th or 12th.
That's true though, because like even when you were good at the start, well, good in terms of results at the start of the season, you did look convincing when you were just about beating Wolves and got the draw against Bournemouth and stuff like that. You were playing well, like you got yourself lucky there. Then you got put to the sword by Fulham away, where the real Newcastle came out
in that game. That wasn't even fucking close, yo.
Yeah, there wasn't.
They
outplayed you both games.
they smacked us around. That wasn't even funny. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. We yeah. If we have to sell Bruno G, then it is what it is. Reinvest the money and I trust them too. Like we have fucking what's it called? Michael Edwards or Paul Mitchell.
Yeah.
Which the fuck? It's Edwards, right? I always mix those two up.
You have Mitchell.
Thank you, Mitchell. I don't know why I mix those two up. Fucking crackers, man. You know, all the same fucking basic ass names. You know, we got Paul Mitchell. Like I trust that brother. I trust him to get me a good Bruno G replacement, right wing and goalkeeper. But yeah, we need a lot of fucking work and a new manager as well. And I trust fucking Paul Mitchell to recruit manager as well.
Yeah, especially under Saudi ownership, they don't play.
Yeah,
they don't play. When it comes to managers,
bro. In terms of this season, it's I'm watching. I hope we win. I mean, obviously the final. But like, am I expecting much? No, we're just doing our thing, man.
Yeah,
just doing our thing. Sava, you do not want to be a Newcastle supporter. This shit is heartbreak, bro. Are you fucking kidding me? This shit is not fun. Sava, you have not seen Newcastle win a trophy. Your dad probably doesn't remember when Newcastle seen a trophy.
No way is a Spurs fan asking, can I support West Ham after all that? Like,
yeah, that's even crazier.
After all that thing of being like a West Ham and a little bro, it's your cup final, all of that nonsense. Sava, is this what the Spurs fans are coming back into you?
And here's the thing. I said to Sava, yo, AZ are gonna win the first leg by a goal. Yeah. You don't need to be good to beat Spurs. You don't.
You don't. Hey, listen, AZ Alkmaar's not for everyone.
AZ are a good side.
Yeah, they're not for everyone though. Like big teams win that.
Yeah.
Prime says, speak on Sandro and Tonali by midfield. How good has Tonali been? How good is his impact?
Yeah, he's again one of the contenders for fucking player of the season easily. Yeah, he's bro. He on it. Here's another thing. I think he's a class above Bruno Guimaraes. Honest to God.
Fair.
I think he just had overall skill set. I think he's just as good. And I think he does a little bit more and a little more consistent and is just a bit more nice and simple with the ball at his feet. And he just like the game is just so natural to him. Sometimes Bruno G be forcing stuff. Sometimes he gets a bit too. I get with Tonali, I get a 7 or 8 every week. Sometimes a 5, like when we played Man City, but that's very rare.
Yeah, it's very rare.
Like Tonali's the one I'm keeping above Bruno G. I love Bruno G, don't get me wrong, but like this is the reality of it.
Yeah, that's true, you know. Because like even when losing Bruno G, you've got a Tonali already. You've got Joe Linton in the midfield already. Like you can just reinvest like I'd say 2 or 3 midfielders for the price of Guimaraes. You probably need about 2 or 3, or maybe just 2, because you've got Lewis Miley coming through. Like I know he's got back into the team. Look, I'm glad he's getting back chances again because he's a baller, man.
I do like Miley. Miley.
Could be a good squad player. Like I know Longstaff is probably there for just homegrown effort and vibes here, but like
dude, sell him to fucking Cheltenham Town for $5. I don't give a shit, bro.
Whatever his brother is, put him there. I don't know where him at.
Toronto FC in Major League Soccer. Toronto FC.
Oh my god, he's in the US already.
Matty Longstaff at 24. Yeah.
I thought he was in. I swear he was in the Scottish league for a bit as well. Like his career's been fucked because he scored.
Nah,
wasn't he
man,
the
he's
one that
making
scored
good
the
money
like,
in Toronto. He's making good
oh,
money in
fair.
Toronto. His
True,
career is
fair.
like, okay, yeah, at like a great level. I mean, Toronto FC also shit. I fucking hate them. I absolutely fucking hate them. But like, bro, let me look up how much money his brother's making. Matthew
Must be a
Longstaff.
chill lifestyle though. I don't know what life is like in
Toronto's
Toronto.
a nice place to live.
Fair. Make a good
Well,
couple. I mean, Jermaine Defoe went there all them years ago,
he
so he must
did.
have enjoyed it. He also said Drake called him to try and convince him to go there, which if you did that in 2025, oh no, that's not the greatest of move. But that
Yeah,
was like 2012, so fair enough. Like, can't even argue it. But if he's making money off there, then I guess it's worth it. It's worth it at your age. It's like what Duran's do. Well, not to the extent of Duran, but you know what I mean. Like, go there, go to a place where you can make a lot of money when you're young, sort of thing. You can't hate on it. How dare he go for more money? Hello, you've
right.
got shit to pay for, bro. Like, regardless of how much money you're already on, if you have an opportunity to make more money by going to play football, deep it.
You can
It
do
doesn't
it.
matter what circumstance you're in, you're going to fucking do it. You're telling me, even if you're not a football, let's say you never played football, you're not even a footballing fan. Bro, if I tell you I'm gonna pay you this much to go and play football, yeah, even if you don't like football, with that amount of money, you just go around and just start doing what you want.
Yes.
You may look like a bozo, but you get money for it. You get
Yeah.
money for being a bozo. Literally, Mavropanos does it every week. Like, legitimately, you can make money of doing anything you want.
Awful, yo. He's awful.
Like, that's the thing. That's the thing with with people where it's like, oh, how dare you go for more money, bro? In your circumstance that you're in, are you taking it? Yes or no? If the answer's yes, shush.
Exactly.
Stop pocket watching, bruv. Stop
So
pocket watching.
all right. So what's going on the West Ham side of things? Like, how are you feeling going into this fucking game?
Like, I'd never like facing Newcastle. I don't care if we won this season. I don't care how bad Newcastle did. I never like facing Newcastle. We've put this is our first time we won 2 games in a row, so I'm not expecting another win. Like, I never expect a fucking win, but I always demand a win. I feel like it's gonna be one of them games where it's just gonna be like we're gonna have a lot of
more mistakes.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of the ball. We probably won't finish our chances. We'll look like the better team, but then one of your players will do something just to equalize or some shit. I feel like it screams like a sort of a draw sort of thing. Like, Fulkirk is back in training. That doesn't mean fuck all, but Fulkirk is back in training. So I want to see Evan Ferguson get a chance and maybe start, but then again, he probably won't change a winning team, even though we don't need to play a 5-3-2, in my opinion, against maybe against Newcastle could have more understand it, but we didn't need to play a 5-3-2 against Leicester, but we were still better than them because Leicester was shocking. We just put crosses into the box and they just shut themselves. Like, it was simple as that. Like, the second goal was they should have cleared the ball. I don't know how Bowen even got the ball through for Yannick Vestergaard to fucking score that own goal. But I'm enjoying just not being completely shit right now. That's like because I have nothing to expect for the rest of the season, sort of thing. I've said this is pre-season where we can see who's going to die at sea under Potter's system before the pre-season, before we can see who's actually going to be good enough and who's not good enough. This is the pre-season. We're not going to get relegated. I know a lot of people have PTSD, but we're at 13 points clear. Look at the promoted teams.
Oh yeah, you're fine.
If this year and last year is the worst set of promoted teams ever. And listen, Ipswich aren't that bad in terms of like the way they look, but their defense is horrible. Like, for how they want to defend in that system, they can't defend like that with that personnel in the Prem. So, for example, they may look like the best, but they are still susceptible to conceding goals constantly. Yeah. And this is the thing with West Ham it's just a case of we know what fits, we know what doesn't fit, but we're just looking at the players that are going to die at sea. If you're dying at sea right now and the rest of the season, you're probably going to have to leave eventually. If not this season, then next season, because we're not going to be able to sell everyone and buy everyone. Like we don't do that. As much as we got 10 players in, like, we're not going to do that every season. And it's going to be interesting because obviously Potter's integrated a lot more of the youth, and it's a great time to include the youth because this is the best our youth has been, like, for a long time. Not ever, but for a long time. Obviously, the best it's been in the Premier League era is the whole Lampard, Defoe, Carrick, Cole era, was that the Ferdinand, all them years, like around that time. But in the current day, London stadium wise is definitely the best it's been. Like we had a good crop early on, like once where we had like Josh Cullen coming through and Dean Garner coming through and stuff. There was that was an okay crop, but these players are really good technically. Like we've got players balling out, scoring goals nearly every game. That this Ajala guy, this guy's scoring every game. He's scoring every youth game. So this guy needs a loan. This guy needs a loan. So like I'm glad he's included more of the youth. It actually saves us a lot more money as well, because like if we're going to be cheap, we've got players to fill in if they do become good enough. Because Potter is the kind of guy. Because Potter, when he was interviewed, that was a requirement to when you're going to join the club, you got to include some of the youth, because that was actually something that the previous manager was meant to do, but the previous manager was, on the spectrum.
Disabled.
Shout out to the spectrum. Yeah. For facts. Like
very, very disabled.
Like legitimately disabled. Like it legitimately looking like a Paralympia West Ham team. I'm not even taking a piss. Like
we lost to the Paralympian.
Yeah. You guys didn't understand the assignment. You guys were meant to win that game, so we can have Lopetegui sacked earlier. That's what you guys were meant to do. You guys didn't understand the assignment, but then we lost to Arsenal, and then Leicester, and then it delayed it even more, which went in a fucking spiral. But that's the thing. Like, I don't really care who plays down your left hand side. It could have been Harvey Barnes or Gordon. I've got Wan-Bissaka, so I'm like, I don't really care who plays down your left hand side.
All right. Has Wan-Bissaka been your hammer of the year?
Definitely.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, by far. Like
that's what I thought.
Because Bowen was like misused by Lopetegui. He then got injured, and now he's playing under an actual manager and playing well. Shock. I think if Bowen was fully fit for the whole season, we'd be talking between Bowen and Wan-Bissaka. And Wan-Bissaka's just been outstanding, man. Like going forward and defensively, like playing through the press, being comfortable in possession.
He is fucking bagging on Monday.
He's having fun as well. He looks like he's playing like he just discovered football again, bro. It looks like he just discovered football again. I couldn't believe when he scored against you and then he scored against Arsenal. He scored two games in a row. I don't know what was happening there. Just decided to become a striker. I mean, he was a winger in the academy. It was actually, fun fact, it was actually our academy coach, the current academy coach, Kevin Keane, who was at Crystal Palace, that said that Wan-Bissaka should be a right back. Because he was at Palace saying, like, he converted him in the academy, saying he's a right back. So that was all him. And funny enough, full circle moment, Wan-Bissaka's here, and so is that same academy coach who won the Youth Cup with us a couple of years ago.
Oh, wow.
So he's a good coach. He's a good coach. He can spot things. And I'm really happy with Wan-Bissaka because, like, I was proven wrong. I thought we were going to play like attacking fullbacks. Didn't think he was going to suit the system or whatever. But even his attacking play has been outstanding.
Yes. Yes.
And for 15 million as well. Like, this guy's playing like a 50 million type player.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if he had signed him for 50 million, you wouldn't bat an eyelid.
It looks like the old AWB.
No, yeah, it looks like Palace.
United,
Yeah, Palace. And even first season United in lockdown, where you're settling in, then you got the Man United disease of staying there for too long.
Yes.
Like, when good players start Man United, they start well. And then they realize, and then they play with a bunch of bums for year upon year upon year. And then they turn shit. Kobe Mainu, Paul Pogba. Like these are players that have been infected by the Man United disease. Those kind of players. Like, and Wan-Bissaka was one of them. Wan-Bissaka was one of them. And to be fair, I wasn't all for it. I wasn't all for the signing because I was just like, it won't fit. But oh my god, I've never been more wrong, and I'm happy to be wrong. I don't think people understand. I am more than happy to be wrong. The only thing I was right about, and it wasn't saying much, was he'd be a significant upgrade on what we have and what we have had, which was Soufal and Johnson, which is not saying much. Everyone knows. People are probably sick of me bringing up Ben Johnson. I do not care. But
yeah,
there you go. And now you can't start for Ipswich. I will always remind everyone, because it wasn't this chat. There was people online trying to tell me, "Oh, but Johnson should start for West Ham. He's faster than Soufal." I'm faster than Soufal.
No,
it doesn't say much. I am less like I shouldn't say that word. I'm more of a Spaz than Soufal is. Like said Roberto Scarlos as well. They're calling Ollie Scales as well. Ollie Scales has been absolutely magnificent as well. Like when we're talking youth academy players, again, this is something I was right about. Speaking of something I was wrong about, this is someone I was right about from years ago. saying that this guy should have played a long time ago, but he got a big injury. But also, he was under managers that weren't going to give him a chance, even though people are going to be like, oh, but they knew he was a good player and stuff, but they don't have the balls to bring young players through. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the two previous managers were never going to do that. And for me, I'm really happy with Ollie Scars and Emerson as our left wing back options or left back options because they can both play in a 4 really well. They can both play in a 5 really well. Like just going forward. Obviously, wing back suits them a bit more because they love going forward, but it's not like they can't defend either. Like to be honest, Scars has played that well that people forgot that Emerson actually hasn't been shit. It's just that Scars has been that good. Like he's an aggressive interceptor as well, interceptor of the ball, where like he actually can just read the interception rather than having to go 1v1 with the winger constantly. That's why you didn't see Wanyeri with Arsenal. That's why you didn't see any of Villa's right wingers when they were playing against us as well. And I'm happy with players like that. So I'm really comfortable with our coach at this current moment in time. That's why I'm looking some more at the players now because I know how Potter's going to approach games. I know what his system is after watching him for years. I know how he's going to try and fit players in. If you die at sea, it's your fault. If you die at sea, it's your fault. Because also, you got to understand as well, we've been through like a few coaches now with the same players. So it comes to the point where we're going to look at you now, where we need to just expect you to deliver us a few things. Deliver us on your expectations. Because if Bowen can, and Bowen's a great player, but he's showing his, like, he's inevitable. He's showing that he's inevitable. So is Wan-Bissaka. Todibo, since he's come back, has shown that as well. Kilman next to Todibo looks much better. Like, to be fair, even like Souček is showing it. Like even if he doesn't fit the system necessarily, his application will override that. Yeah. And to be honest, he does still try his best to make himself fit, where he still tries to pass quick. He still tries to link up. Like he's at least trying to adapt. A lot of players can't try and adapt even when they don't fit, and that's the problem. They just give up when they feel like they're a fish out of water. They just don't. They just let themselves go. I'm not going to mention any names, but with Souček, he was still trying to apply himself, no matter what system he's in. So either way, even though he may not be, none of the midfielders we have right now, we should have going forward because Potter has a certain requirement where you need to have some form of technical ability.
Y'all need a Hayden Hackney.
Yeah. That would be a great signing. Like
Billy Gilmore, for example.
Yeah. Billy Gilmore type players. Like,
I think who else?
Like, think about the midfielders he had at Brighton when he had Bissouma, Caicedo, McAllister, Gross, Lallana. He had all of them at Brighton. He just had technical players where they didn't even like Gross wasn't playing in his right position, but it looked like it because Potter made it fit. Potter made Gross play at right back, right wing back, like, and he's not fast. Yeah. But if you're Potter wing backs are basically wingers anyway. I think a lot of people think that we're going to play 5 defenders all the time. No, we will still go to the 4 at the back where a winger is at wing back, but we're just not ready to do that at this current moment in time against certain opponents because our players are better suited to playing on a transition. But no matter what formation we play, it's the same principle and it's the same thing on the ball constantly. But from your perspective, what do you think of Graham Potter? Do you think it's the right fit for West
Ham? I don't think he's like a great manager, but like you could do a lot worse. You know what? I think my gripe with Potter is not like the footballing aspect of it. I just always notice his teams lack goals. It seems like with Brighton, one of their problems was scoring goals. They played some beautiful stuff, but like their problem was scoring goals. I know their personnel wasn't great, but like they were always like near that bottom 5 for goals scored pretty consistently. And they would drop a lot of points in games where it's like a 0-0 or a 1-1. It's like you just need that other goal. But I do think he's a good manager, I do think he is a good manager. I think him and Eddie Howe are pretty much in the same category of those are the two best English managers right now.
Definitely.
So but I have him at Newcastle. Like, no, not really. I think we could attract someone of a higher stature. But
Yeah,
like
probably.
at the end of the day, I do think he is a pretty good coach. And it would have been interesting to see if Chelsea kept him and what he would have done. Because I think like when they fired him, like they had so many of their fucking players that wanted to leave, so it just looked like
Yeah.
complete dog shit.
Facts. Yeah.
Could he finish in European places with you guys? I don't see why not. If
Yeah.
you guys get in midfielders, I think go for. You need a new goalkeeper. I would say
Yeah.
so.
Definitely.
Okay, go get a goalkeeper. Get a left back. 2 midfielders, 3.
Yeah. I would say 3. I would say 3.
And then I think the rest fits itself. Bowen, a striker, see how Ferguson does, and then left winger. Like, see, you need midfield, left back, and goalkeeper. Potter can make Europe with that, definitely. That's where I'd say if you wanted me to be like, oh, like rank what he could do at West, he could do something like that. I think.
Yeah, I think for me, it's obviously like I don't want to do this whole. It's gonna when I say it's gonna take time, I'm not moving like an Arsenal fan. When I mean it's gonna take time, I'm not like that. But like what I mean, it's gonna take time. It's gonna take not necessarily time to finish in Europe because I reckon he could get like more out of certain players. I think he will make certain players look better. A bit like how Eddie Howe, what Eddie Howe's good at, he'll make a League One player look like a mid-table Prem player. Like he's that kind of manager sort of thing. He'll overexceed. I think Potter can overexceed with certain players.
Yeah,
I think, and if he's backed with the right recruitment around him, and hopefully, like we should back him. We fucking backed loser Teggy for fuck's sake. Like if we back him as well, I think we'll also be suited towards getting like more gems, more cheaper gems, like in different leagues that people won't be thinking of. A bit like we won't necessarily be the like completely like the Brighton model, but it will be like because we've already got a couple guys around that worked at Brighton, so we'll be picking up hopefully looking at other leagues where it won't just be in-house Premier League proven all that nonsense because you need to play the Premier League to be Premier League proven, so at least give people a chance, sort of thing. I'm not saying don't just sign. I'm also not just saying like don't sign just players outside of that either. But we have enough players that have been in the Premier League for a long time to help integrate other players in, like enough of the senior players to build that environment around them, and I feel like we can do that. I think he's the right man. I think he's the perfect fit for the way our ownership is, like, because our ownership isn't like fantastic, it's horrible. But at the same time, they just want cheap. They wanted a cheap manager option. He was the best free agent one at the time. Him and Sarri, they were the best free options at the time. And I feel like he's a perfect fit because he's also adaptable.
Yeah.
Like we were just like the situation with the formation, with the game, but he'll keep his principles. He won't just completely change from one to the other all the time, and it won't look like a mess because the players don't know what they're doing. Like he had one training session against Aston Villa in the cup, and I saw exactly what he was trying to do. Under Lopetegui under 8 months, I saw fuck all. I saw fuck all. Like, and if, for example, like Charlie doesn't like Forest, by the way, because Charlie's he's got family that are Forest fans, so he'll just hate on Forest, which is funny. But to be fair though, no one looked at Forest's squad and thought they're European. Like no one looked at Bournemouth's squad and think they're European, sort of thing. So I think
that's what I'm saying. That's
with
exactly
the right
what I'm
practice
saying.
we can get there.
Graham Potter, he could get y'all in Europe. You could have a Forest or a Bournemouth or a Newcastle or a Villa season where you unexpectedly make top 4, maybe.
Yeah, you never know. Like you never ever know. Like I think with the
spots,
I'm guessed for preseason, and it sounds dumb, but I'm guessed for the ideas. I'm guessed to see who he is going to try out. Because I'm also just like it's not even necessarily. I'm never guessed for a transfer window because I can't be asked. If I wasn't a content creator, I would turn off my phone.
Because your transfer window looked decent last summer.
Yeah, and for me, I just wanted because you just see managers try to do new ideas, different things in preseason. You see managers try some weird shit when they need to fill in the numbers, and I feel like Potter is the only manager I can trust where he tries some weird shit and it can pull off. Like it can come off like because like he'll put a player in a random position, and somehow it will look like it makes sense even though it doesn't, because his system doesn't change no matter what. Like it doesn't change, but it does change. Like it doesn't change on the ball, but it changes all the time off the ball to suit what
Yeah.
opponent we're playing. He's got that right amount of like attacking like prowess, but also pragmatism, where you can just combine that together and we can be balanced. Because I don't give a fuck about playing good football necessarily. I just want a style of play that works towards the personnel that you personally want, which is what I've been angry about for the past, forever at West Ham. I've been always angry about that because I've even forget David Moyes for a second. I've seen managers put strikers on the wing that should never be near the wing. I've seen midfielders at right back. I've seen nonsense. Like forget Antonio at right. I've seen Javier Hernandez on the left. I've seen Diafra Saka on the right. Like I've seen nonsense, bro. I've seen absolute fucking nonsense under previous managers. I saw Pellegrini do some nonsense. I saw just like us passing sideways just to pass sideways. Like I've seen a lot of nonsense. I like the way Potter plays because it just makes sense. Like it just makes sense when you watch it. I'm literally asking for bare minimum shit. Like we actually did the preseason game first preseason game under Lopetegui, yeah. And I was like, oh shit, we're pressing. Bro, I'm like, I'm asking.
We didn't watch along. We didn't watch. It was Ferencvaros. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't. I was saying, look, we're pressing. Like, but we won't. But when you actually watch Lopetegui as he goes on and on and on, you don't press well. We actually press well under Potter when we need to press well, which I've not seen a manager organize a press well at West Ham ever in my lifetime, which is basic shit. And Prime has been saying about Fisayo Deli Bashiru, a midfielder we should be looking at. A squad is bottom heavy. You need to step up and fill spots for these bums in our squad. I completely agree, Damien. I completely agree. Because you never ever know who's ready. Like, and I feel like a lot of these youth players are going to step up because they also, when a youth player feels like a manager is going to integrate them, they'll play even more, like another level even more. They'll be even more motivated. Like it's going to be like obviously a lot of youth players are going to need loans next season, but we actually we'd actually do better nowadays in picking the right loan. Like George Earthy, as much as he's been a squad player mainly at Bristol City, it made sense because Liam Manning was the youth coach when George Earthy was at West Ham. The system suits George Earthy, and that 3-4-2-1 came on against I think it was against Middlesbrough. No, not Middlesbrough. It was Middlesbrough because he mocked a Tommy Conway celebration. Because Tommy Conway, a former Bristol City player, scored for Middlesbrough against them. George Earthy came on and scored a brace. Like, there you go. Like that, and Freddie Potts is doing well at Portsmouth as well. Freddie Potts doing that. Like Portsmouth fans are literally raving about him constantly. I wish I had a chance to watch him a bit more. And that's the way I'm looking at. That's the way I'm looking at it right now. And that's the thing. Imagine West Ham winning the Conference League again. Hey, if we win the Conference League and we win it again, like just it's like we might as well just call it West Ham Cup, bro. Just call it a West Ham Cup. Yeah, and listen, I can't be bothered with the transfer. But I can definitely be bothered with the transfer. Like, fair enough. Like, but my whole thing is, I don't want to look at the rumors all the time and just look at where are we signing this player linked to this player. I'm a content creator, so I have to look at like who are we actually linked with and what is credible. I know the journalists that are credible in terms of I know what to look at. When people send me stuff and it's like West Ham are linked with this player, source Graham Bailey, fuck off. Stop sending me this nonsense. Like, stop sending me like links with like 90-minute football and caught offside and all this nonsense, bro. Like, give me ex-West Ham employee reports. Do not give me like all these weirdos like Jacob Steinberg. I do not need a Jacob Steinberg report. Jacob Steinberg said we were getting that Ballard centre back from Sunderland about 2 years ago. He's still at Sunderland, bro. Like, he's still there. Like, stop this. He said the Guilherme deal was off. Guilherme's at West Ham. I can't remember. It's Graham Bailey, Jacob Steinberg, and there's another bum that is like just as shit as both of them two as well. I think it's like Peter Rook or some shit. They're all shit. All of them are shit. They'll just do a lazy link and it ends up becoming an opinion piece when you read the article anyway. So it's not really reporting. It's not really reporting. I said, yeah, so Wiggins bag out low. It's true. And, bro, this Michael stuff has got to stop. But you saw it firsthand on Savage stream. Give me top 4 ever trophy. I'm telling you, these Forest fans are all the fucking same. Oh yeah, I was on that stream. Yeah, I was on that stream.
What happened?
So basically, on Savage stream was a debate. I forgot. Forgive me, I forgot the guy's name. But the Forest fan was. No, it wasn't Wolfie. It was the guy filling in. Yeah, and I think it was yeah.
Okay, Forrest. Okay, yeah.
But he said top 4 over a trophy because it was like you can build more on getting Champions League football. But at the same time, there's not 100% chance you're going to do that because like also you could completely fall off was having more games, not building that. I know they spend like mad, but listen, Villa, we see what happened with you guys and Villa. Like you might not get back into Europe the next season. We don't know where Villa's going to finish. We do not know where Villa's going to finish. Like if you have an FA Cup and Europa League is still good. I still think like I don't care where Forest are right now. Forest got Conference League. You're telling me their fans are going to be like ranting about getting Conference League. I know it's like a big drop off now, but that's a good opportunity to win something.
Nobody thought they was going to get Europe in the first place.
Yeah, and people are going to be like, well, you have different expectation for different clubs. You see, if you're a club outside the Big Six, we can do the we didn't expect it thing because there is no expectation to an extent on the wider fan base. There's expectation to an extent. There's a different pressure out of West Ham, Newcastle, Forest, Villa, etc. There's still pressure, but it's a different pressure. In a Big Six club, you guys can't be doing the whole, we didn't expect to get there. You are meant to be the Big Six. You are meant to be the Big Six.
Big Five. Spurs.
Yeah,
stop.
Spurs are there for money reasons. Steve, I was saying this the other day. I was near their stadium, and I got to see their stadium, and I was like, this isn't Tottenham Stadium, because the way the badge was next to the Formula or the go-karting badge or whatever, next to the musical shit, bro, it's just like a neutral venue that Tottenham play at.
Yes.
It's like Tottenham play there, but it's not Tottenham Stadium. Even though it's called that, it doesn't look like that. It's literally, it's branded that way. And I've just gone there for the first time and looked at it and be like, this is just the way it's branded. You can see why they're pissed. But why do you go in there to get a beer after the game? The game's done. You've lost. Go home.
Bro, Tottenham have a bunch of NPC fans, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They have a lot of fucking NPC fans that are just like there for a day out. That's why their club's a shithole under Levy. But yeah, no, I don't do Big Six. It's Big Five. Why the fuck are Spurs? No. I'm sorry. So it's Big Five. Do you expect Spurs to do fucking anything?
No.
Yeah.
No. They said they were going to win the Europa League.
Nobody does.
Absolutely. Bro, their fans said they were going to win the Europa League. Their fans said they were going to win the Europa League.
Dude, they're probably going to get... If they don't beat AZ Alkmaar, I'm not really surprised at all.
No, yeah, no one would be.
Not really surprised.
Like they rely on Kulusevski way too much, man. They look lost out there. They look fucking lost.
Did you watch that game?
Yeah, I watched that game. They looked lost, bro.
Bro, apparently Poku was just dancing.
He was balling out. He was balling out.
Sick. Poku's a right winger. I'd take a Newcastle immediately.
He was playing on the left today as well. Like he was like him. Like it wasn't even like Spence. He was like it wasn't even like Spence was doing bad. It's just Poku was doing good because Spence was the only one fucking trying anything. I'll be real. Spence was the only one doing anything. And to be honest, I only know him from Football Manager. He's cold on Football Manager. So I was looking out for him specifically just because of Football Manager, and he was just as good in real life. Like that's a guy I always sign. That's a guy I always sign. If I can't get like an expensive winger, I get a cheap winger. I get him and Nippon. Like him and Nippon, just little gems, and then destroy the league, man. Because man, like doing this with Alkmaar, like obviously I haven't watched them since we beat them. So, like, I was just curious to see how they do without Kirkes and all that. They were balling out. They were just playing football, keeping it.
They have a really good academy, man. Really good academy.
Jordy Classy, by the way. Jordy Classy. That's my kind of midfielder where you just keep it ticking. He's still the same as he was at Southampton. That man has not aged one bit. Yeah. He's still keeping it ticking, still controlling midfields. Bro, Bentancur was on the pitch. Where's Bentancur, man? Bentancur, Madison on that pitch. Classy was balling, man. Bentancur's a nothing midfielder. I'm sorry. He does fuck all. He's not good at anything. He doesn't drive with the ball well. He doesn't score goals. He doesn't do anything. He's the nothing player. He's like one of them players you just call an 8 because you don't know what they are. He's just a bit of shit at everything. So they're just there an 8.
The Spurs don't, bro. Spurs don't have a midfield.
Oh yeah, they don't. It's just a hot like.
They don't have a manager. They don't have a midfield. Their attack is fucking rancid. Oh my god, their attack.
Dog shit, man.
Fucking. That's what I'm saying, bro. If they freaking draw with AZ, they're out. They're probably going out, to be honest.
Oh yeah. I think even they're saying, oh, but Van de Ven and Romero, bro. Romero's not that reliable for you to be saying, oh, but Romero. I remember, do you remember that? You remember that fucking Newcastle game? What was Romero doing for that goal for Isak and their thing? Like, that's what Romero
Romero
does.
don't give a fuck about Spurs.
I'm seeing him linked to Real Madrid though. Like Real Madrid don't want him.
No.
There's
He's
no
more of an
way.
Atletico Madrid defender than a Real Madrid
Yep.
one, to be honest. And that's still
Yeah,
not
he
a
is.
bad club to be at. They
That's
could
not.
win La Liga this year, or a Copa del
Yep.
Rey, or even the champs.
Yeah, honestly, like Simeone is just a different breed, man. That man's been there since 2011, and what he's done, fucking hell, he's done an amazing job. Like
Yeah, for real.
this guy's making Gallagher like go off the bench and just tackle. Like he's a maniac, but he's a like do you know what it is like if another manager tries what Simeone tries, they can't do it and they will look like a terrorist. Simeone will keep you balance of I can play football when I want to play football, but I
They
also
played
kick
well
the shit
against
out of
Real
you.
Madrid. They played
They
Real
did,
on
they did.
the ball. On
They
the
controlled
ball.
the game.
Their work on the left was fucking nice, man.
They controlled the game for most of
Nice.
it.
Lino and Javi Galan, those
Mm.
fucking 1-2s, Griezmann will swing
Yep.
in just to move it out.
Yeah.
The Alvarez goal was fucking incredible.
That was beautiful.
I have
That was a
not seen a
beautiful
goal
goal.
like that in a long time. From that angle, I have
Yeah.
not seen a goal like that in a long, long time.
We don't get that
That's a
anymore in
goal,
modern day
bro.
football.
That's a
man.
fucking. You just struggled to score that goal in fucking FIFA.
Yeah. Facts. It's
Like,
facts.
what the fuck?
Like, do you know what it is as well? That's one of them goals that we would look at, and it'll be not normal, but you're likely to see that from a player in the Champions League 10 years ago, where players were shooting from outside the box. We
Right.
don't see that anymore. We don't see that anymore. And what they build under Atleti, like, they have technical players that are proper dickheads, which I
Yeah.
love. I love it. If you're but like they're not just dickheads for the sake of being a dickhead. When they're on the ball, they can pass in between the lines, they can create, they can shoot. Like I like that. Team spirit, but you got the ability as well. That's my kind of team. That's my kind of team. Simone will get you to believe when you can't believe, sort of thing. That's why he's been there for so long. I hope he never leaves. I want him to stay like because as much as I want him in the Prem, he's so suited towards that club. It just wouldn't be the
Dude,
same.
if I'm Newcastle, I'm giving Atletico Madrid like 200 million for that brother.
Honestly, it's worth it though.
And I give
like
Simeone whatever fucking number he wants for a salary, bro.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck, man. That guy could make movies at Newcastle.
Yeah.
Fucking movies, bro.
Imagine that crowd under Simeone, bro. Oh, you would not want to play
Yeah.
there. You would not want to play there. Oh my god, you would not want to play. Like
Yeah.
he would actually get the best out of what you have for now, and then once you give him his team, fucking hell. Oh my god.
His track record of strikers is amazing, and then you give him
Yeah.
Isak, bro.
Why do they always do well with strikers? Always.
Yes.
It
Diego
makes everyone
Costa,
work.
Aguero, Griezmann, even Morata did well.
Falcao.
Falcao. There's more.
Is it Jackson Martinez?
Yeah.
He was there. Correa?
Yeah.
Correa was the fucking hell. Look at the
I
strikers.
mean, fucking Sorloth. Sorloth's had a decent year.
Yeah. We were linked to him.
Who the fuck else, man?
There's so many.
I mean, obviously Julian Alvarez.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking baller. I can't believe he was a Man City backup last
Suarez. Did you say Suarez?
Suarez, obviously. Suarez. That's 10.
It's fucking look at that. Bro, I can name you that for West Ham, but the opposite. I can name you bums.
10 horrible. Yeah.
Bro, Simone Zaza, Jonathan Calleri. Where should we go? Guys, chat, where should we go next? So we got Zaza. They were signed in the same window, by the way. Same with MNEK. MNEK wasn't even a bum. Why the fuck did we sign him? Like, I'll put Madiba Maiga in there. I know he scored against Tottenham, but that's the only thing he was known for. That Tottenham goal and Chelsea goal. That's the only thing he did.
Spurs are shit also, by the way.
These are all under the same ownership, by the way. Piquion, 10-11 season. I don't want people are gonna. If I swear to God, if one of you say Eder Valencia, I swear to God, because I would always stick up for him because he had a good season, 14-15 season, and then he got played on the fucking left under Bilic, wide left, and then never played, and then Sacco lost his mate. So we're not doing that. Honestly, who's the recent years? That to be fair, recent years we've had good strikers that just didn't fit because the managers were retarded.
Ings.
We'll put Ings has to be there because it must just like why the fuck again? Why did we sign him? Well, I know why we signed him because Moyes thought, oh, we needed a striker with experience.
Well, he's cheap.
No, we need to create. We need to create. We need to create to the striker. You fucking retard. Like we didn't need another striker. We needed to create to the striker. Like, yeah,
bro, and also Ings was cheap as well.
Yeah, Ings was cheap. Like I tried. Oh, we had a guy called Borriello. I don't know why the fuck we signed him.
Yeah, Borriello.
Why did we sign Nocerino Borriello randomly under Allardyce for no reason from AC Milan? Why? Why did we sign them? Like I can make a whole video of why did West Ham sign these players. Shout out to Damien as well.
I swear to God, if you fucking guys do something stupid like sign like Jovic from AC Milan, I just give up, man. To add where Jovic or like Origi or some shit ends up at West Ham.
Hey, you know what's so funny? We've been linked to them both over the past 5 years.
Are you fucking kidding? Oh my God.
Bro, over the past 5 years, but not recently with Origi, but when he was at Liverpool, we were linked with him. And with Jovic, bro, we were linked with Jovic a couple years. But that's the funny thing. We were linked with Jovic when he fell out. Who did he move after after he went? Was it Real Madrid?
Yeah.
And like it was a couple years after that, yeah. And it was like, so we're gonna sell Haller and then buy his mate that he had at Frankfurt. Oh, we could have had both. We could have actually like supplied for Haller. Hey, 0 out of 10 rage bait, Charlie. 0 out of 10 rage bait. That's a Joe Linton's already a beast. Don't give him to Hey, 10 red cards a season.
Oh yeah. Scamacca under Potter would be nice. Yeah.
Oh, bruv. Oh, you're gonna make me upset. This is pissing me off every fucking time. We had Haller and Scamacca. They do well everywhere else.
Yo, the way Moyes used Scamacca was fucking shocking. I could not believe it.
Yeah, we're gonna sign a decent striker. I'm glad you still have hope, Damien. I'm glad you still have hope. Under 15 years of this ownership, that we'll get a decent striker. I'm glad you have hope. By the way, Ferguson will make the end of this list of why the fuck did we sign him, sort of thing. Not that he, like I didn't like the signing because it was just developing a player for another team anyway. But you know when you sign a player in January on loan and you just expect them to settle in, it's not gonna fucking work. And someone gonna sign that useless striker under front. Oh, we've been linked with our Woyani before. We've been linked with our Woyani. And that's the thing. He's not even like bad player, but he's injury prone.
Yeah.
That's a perfect West Ham player, to be fair.
Yo, Jonathan David would be genuinely a good signing.
We're linked with him on a free signing.
That'd be a great signing.
On a free signing, bro.
Well, he scored 100 goals in 6 years at Lille in all comps. 100 goals.
We're gonna make him
Liga forwards most of the time translate well to the Prem. Most of the time. And by the way, the Prem ain't even nothing special either.
It's not. In fact, I think Liga is perfect. I think Liga is perfect for attackers to work in the Prem because you need similar attributes anyway.
Physicality.
And I feel like if you're gonna go to Liga, you sign attackers. Don't sign defenders. Please do not sign defenders. The amount of bad track record we've had with signing defenders from Liga, stop. Just sign attackers. Go and sign attackers because attackers are exciting at Liga.
Was from Liga.
Yeah, but you guys aren't as retarded as us, so like you guys that would make it work. Like, but with us, like go and sign your attackers in Liga. Just funny, in that 22-23 season, we just went to Liga to sign everyone. Anyone that played in Liga, unless you're Flynn Downs, you signed for West Ham.
Who did you buy?
Maxwell Cornet, Paquetá. Emerson was on loan at Lyon before we signed him. Tilo Kehrer was at PSG. Naya Vergeerd was at Rennes.
Vergeerd never was the fit again. Yeah.
Areola was at PSG. Bro, everyone was there. Apart from Flynn Downs and Scamacca, they were all once played in Liga. I don't think I missed out anyone. We were George Drew who this still pisses me off till this day because I tried to say get this guy in this window. We were linked with Ola Aina in that fucking window.
Oh yeah.
And I've been saying for years Ola Aina was a good player. I've been saying for years, but we tried to buy him on deadline day when Torino were playing. So he couldn't move. He started in the game where on deadline day for Torino, so he wasn't gonna move.
That's unlucky.
Oh, right, yeah, the list is endless, David. I don't know why none of them are coming to mind. Joe, why did the fuck did we sign Robbie Keane? We signed Robbie Keane in a 10-11 season. We got relegated. We signed too many strikers that season. Benny McCarthy, that's another one. Big up to Damien. Yeah, bro, what's the worst version of Antonio? Now we finesse Brian, so we've got him for 6 months and sending him back. Yeah, it's a body. That's the thing. It's a body, but it's like, for example, I said it's a double-edged sword. Where if he does well, we'll get priced out, and if he doesn't do well, then what was the fucking point? And by all means, you are not charging us 50 million for us to sign him on a permanent. I'd rather kill myself. Like, just sign him for if anything above 5 million is like so dumb. Is full spectrumated transfer if you sign it for anything more than 5. Like, legitimately.
You really don't rate him. Damn. Okay.
No, I just didn't rate the deal. I don't mind him as a player. I think he's actually a good player to an extent. But someone that injury prone that has got no fitness, on loan in January, got no time to settle
He's
in.
Irish. I have this thing against Irish because of Prime, but go on.
Yeah, cool. I knew it was because of Prime. We made David an offer. Yeah, I think we've made David and Gomez an offer, a double offer, to sign them both on a free, which I'd love. I would love.
Yeah.
Both suits the system, man. I agree and disagree with Damien about the Ferguson loan. Is finesse if he does okay. If he turned up and played like Lingard did for us, we'd be screwed. We didn't learn our lesson. That's why if you're going to sign him, have a buy option where you can trigger. You can trigger it if he does well. Buy option. If they didn't want a buy option, go and get someone else. He's not like, bro, if you approach a woman, yeah, and she says no, are you going to cry and be like, there's no other woman there for me? Is that your attitude? Are you going to be a little bitch and cry in your bed and just put Marvin's room on? You're not, are you? You're like, mission failed, we'll get him next time sort of thing, if it fails. That is the vibe. You're not going to be like, but she said no. How many women are there in the world, bro? If you went to Dagenham to find a woman.
Too many.
Yeah, there's too many women. There's too many of them are making TikToks about wanting a 6-figure man. He's Irish. Shut up, you American. But so long as you don't do the parties, okay.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
All right,
before we get arrested for fucking slander, what's your score prediction? Holy shit. I'm going to go with... Let me check our head-to-head record. When was the last time you beat us at home? I'm trying to
18-19? 18-19 season.
Was that a 3-1 or some shit?
2-0. Declan Rice did the gun lean celebration.
Oh yeah. No, it's 2019. 19. Yeah, fucking Rice scored in the 7th minute.
Yeah, 18-19 season, yeah. Bro, that was when West Ham fans and Newcastle fans were doing Rice versus Longstaff debates.
I remember those dark days.
Bro, that was hilarious. Fabianski Dubravka debates. That was funny. That was a weird time. Benitez versus Pellegrini. Fucking hell. The Chinese
it was Rondon versus Chicharito.
Chicharito was still good for us, man. But he never got fucking service. Yeah,
right, Declan Rice. I'm gonna go. We're toothless as fuck right now. Give me 2-0 West Ham.
We need to win this game. We need to win this game. The amount of torment, the amount of torture Newcastle has caused me over the years at home, the 5-1, doing a Macarena and all this bollocks, bruv. Fuck off, Callum Wilson, bruv. I need to leave with. I shouldn't. No, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna get arrested if I finish my sentence. Like, but I need to just leave with a win. Just leave with a win. I'll leave it at that. Just leave with a win,
You
and
probably
maybe like you
will,
guys like.
and
I just
then-
celebrate in front. Like, if one of you had any sort of bollocks about you, just celebrate in front of Callum Wilson. That's what I'd do.
Wait,
I
you
know none
kept
of you are
clean
built like that.
sheets. You've kept fucking.
Yeah, we kept clean sheet against a respectable English team in Leicester and a bumming team in Arsenal.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, we ain't
and to be fair,
scoring.
barely any
Yeah,
shots.
alright,
Like, to
yeah,
be fair,
we
if we
ain't-
keep the 5,
We ain't scoring.
I think 1-1. I think 1-1. I don't see us winning, but I don't see us like. I see us performing well and not getting a job done. That's how I
could
see it.
see that, I guess. Yeah.
But you gotta understand, I never predict a win.
Gamma draw. Okay.
Yeah, I never predict a win against anyone.
Yeah, I'm not one of those motherfuckers either. If I think we're shit and we're not gonna win, I'm gonna just say it. If we're really good, you ask me about Lazio, I'll be predicting wins a lot. Not about fucking Newcastle. Nah, man.
Prime, it's funny you say that. We've been linked many times because of his agent when he was at Newcastle injured. There's a 2-1 West Ham W. I fucking hope so. I would take any form of win. I need 3 wins in a row. We've only just got 2 wins in a row, so maybe I'm asking for too much. But like, if we get another win and another clean sheet, fucking hell. I know they ain't got Gordon, but I'm taking it. I'm running away with it.
That's the problem, bro. We have one attacker.
Yeah. Those weak, like I've got hope that Skulls and Wan-Bissaka will hold their own. Even Cresswell's playing well. Cresswell's playing well. So
back 3.
Yeah. So it's perfect right now. But listen, gonna end it there. Steve, your link is in the title, but where can they find you? What you got coming up?
Yeah, Strasbourg Steve, YouTube. This weekend I'm doing 24-hour charity stream with Sava.
Yeah.
She's fucking hell. And that's pretty much what I got going on.
Yeah.
Doing a 24-hour charity stream with Sava on Football Heritage TV. And there might be some watch along straight after because I'm fucking psychotic, but you know, whatever. It's fine.
Yeah, as I said, the man with the VAR room. I'm if I can, because I'm out all Friday and Saturday, but I will try my best to at least join somewhere in that 24-hour stream because well done to you, man, for doing that 24-hour stream because they're mad and obviously it's for a good cause as well. And listen, Steve's link is here. Steve's link's in the title as well. And listen, people, I'm gonna have an upload tomorrow. Have a vlog on Saturday because we're going to the Sidemen charity match. We're gonna be there with Alfie and Melon, so I'll probably have a vlog for that. And on Sunday, we're gonna probably react to some fan meltdowns because Arsenal versus Man United's on. So we'll react to someone like having a fucking meltdown. And then back on Monday, the show with Alfie. So listen, people, make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. Social media's on the description if you want to follow me. The email for the inquiries. We're trying to reach 1K before the Premier League season ends. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.